Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Bill. Welcome, Bill.
Hey, dude.
Hello. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and get started here. I know it's Friday, so I don't want to keep you guys too long. I'm going to share my trading screen. Right? We can look at the chart. Right? We don't need to listen to anyone on CNN or CNBC. We can look at the chart. That's the cool thing about learning how to do this, right? We can look at the chart, right? We know that we're in the markdown phase, right? We've got sell short signals. Sellers are coming in, right? So what's going to happen is this, right? As you guys do this more and more, all right, you will be ahead of everyone else. All right. And that's what's really cool. By the time they're talking about it, right? Guess what? You guys will be in the trade. Okay. So we had Bill took a trade on Walmart, right? And Bill, you got into that trade, that put, before the news was out there on Walmart. All right. So I want you guys to think about this. 1 second here. I want you guys to think about this, right? So let's pull up Walmart. What's the symbol on that again?
WMT.
WMT, Walmart. All right. So do you remember your entry point, Bill, where you got in, what the price was on Walmart? Roughly.
Let me see if I can look it up real quick.
Not the option, but the price itself of Walmart.
What was the price on not this last Tuesday, but the Tuesday before? Can you look at that? You got a daily?
Yeah, let's see here. So Tuesday before last week, Tuesday, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's the
what date was that?
It was the I don't have, hold on, maybe I can find a calendar.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull it up here too.
So it looks like the 10th.
The 10th. Okay, so the 10th was right here. This candle right here was 510. So you got in here. All right, let's draw it out. And I won't keep you guys long. I just want to show you guys this, right? So here is the 10th. I think we said right here. This candle right here was the 10th, right? So you got in here, right? You got in, you got some puts, right? As a matter of fact, now let's do this. What time frame did you trade it on, Bill?
240.
240. Okay. Okay, so the 9th on the 240, the 9th. All right, so the 9th was on, we said the 9th, here is the 9th right here. So let's say right here, this candle.
So we talked about it Monday night on the 9th.
On the
Zaire
9th?
asked for you. Yep. And
okay.
It was Tuesday morning, and it was just about 9:35 that I opened my position. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
first thing in the morning on the 10th.
On the 10th. So you opened it on the 10th was right here. So we talked about it here on the 9th. This is the 9th, right? The sell short signal came in on the 6th. So
Right.
this, yeah, 6. And here was the 9th right here, and your entry was here on the 10th. That's part of the 9th here. So on this candle here was the 10th. All right. It was all over the news. It was all over the news when it got down in this area in here. Right. That's when it was on CNBC pretty hard. Right. Not up in this area in here, down in this area in here. Up in this area here was about 149, almost 150. All right. And they started talking about it on CNBC. I don't know if they, I don't know. I know I saw it on CNBC. I don't know if they mentioned it on CNN. All right. But it was all the way down here. All right. Too late. And that's the point. It's too late. Right. The entry, and Bill, you did a great job. Your entry was in here before the move. Understand, by the time it comes out on CNBC, right? On CNBC, all right, CNN, Bloomberg, by the time you hear it, the move is too late. All right, whether you shorten it, all right, whether you shorten it or you're going long. All right. So I can guarantee you there are traders out there that that are looking to go short down in here. All right, so check this out. So Bill, all right, hold on. Bill, you got in here. All right, you got in right here, right about here. I can guarantee you there are traders, right, that are looking to get in down in this area here because they've heard it on the news, right? They've heard it on the news. And I can guarantee you it's oversold. So keep that in mind, right, when we listen to news. All right, look at how oversold this is, right? Very oversold, right? Very oversold. Look at that, right? Very oversold. And you got in here, right? You got in this, up in this area here, right? The money has been made. All right, the money has been made. All right. And guess what? A couple of things too, right? There are traders that are still holding this trade, right? Traders that bought in this area, up in this area, right? They're still holding this trade, and it's all the way down here. All right. So you got in, you got out. When did you get out, Bill?
I got out Tuesday, the 17th at noon.
So the 17th, 17th was about right in this area here. You did
Yeah, I couldn't
good.
believe it. I couldn't
Yeah.
believe how far it had fallen.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what we want. We want to do that consistently over and over, right? Will it always happen like this? No, right? But it will happen. It will happen a lot. Hey, Stella, welcome. All right. It will happen a lot. All right. So now you can use the news to your advantage, right? So this is how we can use the news to our advantage. All right. So let's say, for instance, right? Let's say you got in right here to go short Bill, right? You got in right here, right? You know that it's oversold, right? It's oversold, right? You've made your profit, right? You've made your profit, and then you would wait. And what would you wait for? What would you wait for? Bill?
Well, I always have a hard time with that, the exit, because I think the longer I wait, the less intrinsic value I have. I'm starting to lose value by getting closer to my expiration date. And then, Wednesday, I'm thinking, maybe I should have held on another day. And then Thursday, yes, I'm thinking, I could have hold. But I was glad once I looked at Tuesday at noon, I thought, this is good. I was really happy with the trade. And I was okay. But yeah, I really have a hard time knowing exactly when to get out, especially on put options.
Yeah. You're not trading the underlying, right? You're trading the put.
Right.
So yes, you don't want to wait in the trade, right? So I mean, good execution. But if you were to trade the underlying, right? If you were to trade the underlying, the stock itself, the Walmart stock, right? What would you do here? So
So if I was going long on it, you mean?
Well, so you went short here, right? So you went short here, all right? And then you got out about here, all right? So here was your short trade here, all right? What would you do now? Or anyone else, what would you do now? Oh, because you're out of it, right, Bill? You're totally out of it?
Yeah, I'm out. Yep. I took two contracts. I could have sold one and stayed in, but I was, like I said, I was just happy with where I was at Tuesday at noon.
So what would we do now? Anyone? So Bill took the trade, all right, timed it really well, got out here. Yeah, he probably left a little bit on the table. That's okay. That's okay.
So if we were going to review this, would it have been a good strategy to sell one contract and hold on to one?
With options, you've got that time element, right?
Right.
Yeah. All right. So you could put it on a smaller time frame, right? And so if this was your 240, you could put it perhaps on a if you're looking to time your exit, right? You could perhaps put it on and let's take a look at that. You could perhaps put it on a 30 or even a 15 to time your exit. But that's okay. You did a good trade, right? It's very oversold. Look here. This is very oversold territory. I mean, it's dropped quite a bit. So you've got about 80% of the trade, if not 90% of the trade. Remember, you're not going to get all of the trade, right? But my question is, what do we do here? From here, what do we do? And
try to pull up my chart, but we're essentially looking for the buyers to come back in again. We're looking for. I'm trying to pull up the phase. I apologize.
So while Kawisi is doing that, right? So we know this is in the markdown phase, right? It's very oversold here. All right, very oversold. It's the markdown phase, right? You've gotten the trade, right? You've gotten 80, 90% of the trade, right? So my question is, what do we do here?
So we wait for white candles for consolidation and look for the market to reverse, right? Or the
Yeah,
trend to reverse.
yeah. But it might not reverse, right? What
It
could
might
happen?
not,
Yeah.
right?
So what would we wait for here? What would we wait for here? Hollis, do you know? And there are no,
Well, I would.
there are no wrong answers. They're just better answers. All right. This is how we learn.
I was thinking, are we waiting for, like, where you're a little bit lower than where your cursor is? We be waiting for, you're kind of down there, we be waiting for a sell signal, a buy signal?
No.
No, okay.
Would you,
Stella, go ahead.
yeah, would you, that RSI that's oversold, do you
Mhm.
want it to move back up and cross back up?
Yes. Okay.
And then that way you know the buyers are coming in. I don't know.
Mm. Yeah, that could tell us that. It wouldn't tell us that buyers are coming in. I guess it would. It would. Yeah, it would get out of
Like-
oversold territory. Yeah.
Okay.
Kawisi, go ahead.
We're buying when the price breaks resistance. I'm looking at notes from the trend following
Yeah.
diagram.
Yeah,
That's
but
my
what I'm
theory.
yeah, but what I'm asking is this, right? And what I'm asking is this. All right. Let's remove this. So Bill, all right, follow me for a second. So Bill entered here, perfect entry right in here. And then he got out about in here. He did not get a sell signal to get out. He saw his P&L, right? He was happy with his profits, right? And he said, hey, I'm good, right? I'm okay with taking profits here, right? And he's watching his decay, right? So he knows that his options, he has limited time on his options, right? Because, time works against you, right? With options. So he got out here. My question is, right, what follows this, right? What comes next? And this will help you guys. Go ahead.
Breaking the floor, right?
What comes next? You're close, but not.
Accumulation?
Accumulation, yeah, accumulation. But what creates accumulation? What creates accumulation?
No idea.
Are we thinking of a purple resistance line or support line?
Support and resistance. All right. So what we're waiting for now is support and resistance, right? Does it have any support and resistance now? Does this price action have any support?
No, it looks like it's still in a markdown phase.
It's still in the markdown phase, right? But price is still dropping, right? It's still dropping. All right. Once we get a new support and resistance, what does that tell us? Once we get a new support and resistance as the price falls, what does that tell us? What does that tell us?
The buyers might be coming back in.
Well, the buyers might be coming back in, but what's the buyers doing? What are the buyers doing? They're stopping the price. They're stopping the price. Okay, they're holding the floor. Right? So what Bill could have done, all right? Now, understand that when we get support and look just like here, right? Support, holding the price, right? Support, holding the price, support, holding the price, right? Support, holding the price, support, holding the price, support, holding the price, support right here, holding that price here, right? So we don't have any support here, so the price could still continue to fall, right? Now, it's okay that Bill did that, right? He did that, right? He got out, right? It's oversold territory. It's flashing oversold, right? Candles are moving down, right? It can still continue to move down. Now, there is a time element, but if he had this stock, let's say he had this just trading the stock, shorted the stock, not the option, so there's no time element, right? He could let this trade continue to move even lower, right? Because it's still dropping, right? Now, what he could do, right, is wait until, if he wanted to get out early, wait until he gets some support, right? Some support, and then he could get out there, all right? If he wanted to just get out early. But he did good. It's very oversold. It's very oversold, right? It's falling. I'm just saying, rather than, and Bill, you did good. You did good. But the next thing, so let's say he wanted to, because what happens a lot, guys, is this, and I see traders do this a lot, right? Where, and that's why we started to bring in the RSI more, because we had traders shorting down in this area. So the price came down and they're looking to get in here, right? They're looking to get in, go short here, oversold. It's flashing oversold, and we've got traders looking to get puts down in this area, all right? No, Bill didn't do that. Zaire didn't do that. They got great trades out of here. But the point is, you guys need to know what comes next. After this, right, whenever the price does something like this, right, breaks down, we have no support and resistance, what you need to start looking for are your support and resistance. So you need to see price level off, right? And that will happen when you get new support and resistance lines, all right? And that's a good area here to take some profits, right? And then that's a good area to say, hey, what will the price do next? All right. Now, if it breaks this support, guess what? If it breaks this support, we've got redistribution, right? If it challenges that resistance and breaks resistance, this moving average will come down, right? Breaks resistance right here. We could see now the price move higher. It will not automatically move higher, right? You'll never see this where it goes from here and does this, right? It just never does that, almost never, right? You will get new support and resistance. You will get some consolidation before it does this, all right? So yeah, so just keep that in mind, right? This is still trending down, right? It's still trending down, right? No support and resistance to hold the price. Monday, this can continue to go down and get really oversold. I mean, get really oversold down in this area here. That makes sense?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So whenever you guys see the price, whenever you guys see the price like this, right? When it's falling like this, look for let's see here. Like anytime you guys see price falling, right? Price falling like this, start to start to anticipate, right? Oversold, see here, look here, price is oversold. This is a good example here, all right? Price is oversold. All right, oversold, look here, oversold, markdown phase, markdown phase, markdown phase, right? These candles here, look here, no support here. Price still continue to move lower. All right, we didn't get support until right here. All right, look here, all right? Price is falling, price is falling, price is falling, right? We didn't get support until right here. Okay. All right. So just keep that in mind. All right. It could have gone lower for you, Bill, but that's okay. That's okay, right? You're trading the option, but for trading purposes, just know that this is not over yet. I guess that's my point. This trade here, we know that it's not over because we still have a sell short signal, right? We still have a sell short signal, right? Buyers are not coming in, right? It is oversold, right? Great trade, but understand, right? The buyers are not in yet to stop this trade. Yeah, they're not there. And we know that because we don't have any support yet. All right. All right. So same thing if we go in long. Same thing if we go in long. Right? Same thing if we go in long. If the price is moving higher, right? If the price is moving higher and we have zero support and resistance, right? And we've seen that, we saw that with, let's see here. Let's see here. We'll see that quite a bit where, you know, we're in the markup phase, right? We're in the markup phase, no support and resistance, and we just green candles, same thing. We just let it run, right? Until we get support, new support and resistance lines, that's when we know, okay, right? We've got a ceiling, right? We have a ceiling. So guess what? Right? Sellers are holding the price down. All right. Right. Until we get support, right? The buyers are not holding the price up. All right. That helps.
Yeah, that was good. That was good information.
Yes.
Yeah. So pay attention to that. These support and resistance lines will tell you guys when buyers are coming, when buyers are coming in to hold the floor, and then when sellers are coming in, right, to hold that ceiling. All right. All right. So good trade though. Good trade. Good trade. Good trade.
Thank you.
All right. All right, guys. Anything for me? Anything else for me? Anything you guys want to talk about? All right, guys. I will see you guys. Have a great weekend.